My mom has been asking me to give her car the Cerakote treatment for quite a while after she saw some of my Cerakote videos. Her car is a Volvo XC40 and it has a lot of that plastic trim along the bottom, so she's wanting to do the trim coat stuff. And so I figured, what better time than now? The Evo's gone to the shop, we have a lot of space in the garage. Before we begin a new project, let's get her car in here and get it looking nice and clean. We'll do the full car, inside, outside, full Cerakote treatment and all that kind of stuff, because she's been here doing so much work and helping out as she always does with everything, with the baby and all that stuff. And so I figured it's literally the least I can do. First things first, we'll get her car into the garage. We'll work on the interior first, get it looking nice and clean, because it is so hot today. It's in the hundreds and there's no point in washing a car in the middle of the day anyway with the direct sunlight beating down on it. So we'll do the interior, get it looking nice, get it all Cerakoted up, and then move on. As per usual, we will start with the floor mats. It's hotter than the gates of hell, so those shouldn't take 5 minutes to dry, so we'll get those cleaned up first. We will add a little bit of vehicle shampoo and we'll scrub these things down. Okay, about to finish vacuuming this thing up. I did a quick wipe down, knocked down all the what would be dirt and dust down to the floor, hopefully. And now we just vacuum it up. And this should be the last little section right here. And then we can lay down some Cerakote interior cleaner and knock it out in here. It really wasn't that bad in here. I mean, my mom keeps nothing in here. If you guys were ever curious, if you've been following along for a while and you ever wonder where my OCD came from, my mom is a good place to start. She keeps nothing in here. It's always kind of clean. So really wasn't that bad of a job in here to get everything cleaned up. So yeah, let's hit it. All right, let's grab the Rapid Ceramic Interior Detailer and get to work. Cerakote sent me this stuff a while back, and I've been really impressed with this stuff so far. It really doesn't leave behind that film that you get normally in interior cleaners. It shines it really well, it cleans it really well, and it doesn't leave behind that greasy feel. They sent me this stuff a long time ago. I've done a video on it already. I'll link it up top if you guys didn't see that one, if you want to check it out. I've used this stuff a few times now, and like I said, I'm quite impressed with it. And I will most likely keep using this stuff once this bottle is gone, if we're being honest. I'll buy this myself and use it on the cars to keep them clean and protected. My parents have a garage down in Florida, but it never hurts to add an extra layer of protection. This Cerakote stuff will protect it against UV rays as well. I mean, I know my 2019 Tacoma that we had, the sun down there cooked its trim, so it never hurts to have a little bit of protection. All right, everything in the interior is wiped down and cleaned. I am super pleased with how everything turned out. Everything looks really good. And yeah, let's move on to the exterior. We'll get that cleaned up and then we'll lay on the trim coat. And again, this thing, it's not that bad on the outside, but it will look better once we get that Cerakote vehicle shampoo and lather this thing up and make it look really, really shiny. Fun fact, because this actually happened, I washed my wife's Audi with the vehicle shampoo from Cerakote the other day, and my neighbor came over after and was like, "What'd you do to her car today? It looks super clean." And I was like, "I just washed it with this vehicle shampoo." And he's like, "Did you wax it at all?" And I said, "Nope, no wax whatsoever, just the shampoo." And so it is noticeable, I will say. I also did a little bit more of an in-depth video on this stuff as well. I'll link it up top too if you want to check it out. But my favorite thing about this stuff is how much it lathers up and how much like foam it has. There is nothing worse than a soap or car wash that does not foam up or lather up, and this stuff says right on the bottle high foam, and I love it. Okay, let's get this thing in the garage. We'll take the air hose, we'll blow out all the crevices, make sure everything is dry. I'm gonna run some alcohol over the trim as well to get it extra clean, and we will lay on the trim coat. Oh, daggone, it's hot. I don't know if it'll show in video or not, but daggone, this thing is shiny. Okay, went through and wiped everything down with alcohol, and I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit longer here. Took the air hose again, blew out the alcohol, blew out the water, all that stuff, so everything should be dry. There shouldn't be any moisture anywhere. There are a few spots that's kind of like whiting out and stuff like that, but overall it's not like, I've seen worse for sure, but there definitely is some spots on here that are starting to get kind of faded, and so this trim coat stuff should take care of that pretty easily and make this stuff look new. This is the kit my mom bought. I think you can pretty much find this stuff just about anywhere, so yeah, we're gonna get this thing unboxed. 8 big wipes in here. Shouldn't need all of it, but yeah, let's start wiping it on. And if you're curious why I use the alcohol, it's because we washed the car with that Cerakote stuff, and it says to wash the trim with like Dawn dish soap, like a non-wax type of soap, but I needed to wash the whole car, so I used that stuff, and so the alcohol was just to get off any contaminants, waxes, things of that nature. I don't know if that's the proper way to do it, but that's the way I did it, so we'll see how it turns out. We'll try to show this the best we can, but it says to use overlapping passes, so that way you get a nice good coverage. Pad comes out super white, already saturated with the stuff, and then we just begin to wipe. I go straight down, nice and slow. Nice. And then we'll just keep doing that all the way down. I try to do like a 50% overlap or like maybe a 75% overlap, just to make sure I get a good coverage on it. But you'll see it. I mean, you can tell the difference between the part you hit and the part you didn't. So they do have an instructional video that you can watch to do this. I will be the first to admit I did not watch that video. They highly recommend it, but I just jumped in and did it. So there's that, but they do have an instructional video to show you how to do this. Now I'm gonna get as close as I can to the paint, take my finger and put above it so my finger is going across the paint and not the rag. And that is good coverage there. Man, you really, you can really tell on camera right now that it didn't look that bad, but with the stuff on there, the Cerakote on there, you can really tell a difference in that. Holy crap. I mean, if that doesn't show you the difference, I don't know what will, because this does not look that bad. This is not super faded trim. This car is fairly new. It's not like it's an old car, but that is the difference there. Granted, this is still wet, so I'll show this again once it's like dried or whatever, but like, that is that is drastic. Now we'll flip it because it says to flip your pad once it gets dirty or dry. So we'll do the same thing to this side. It says to adjust your pad as needed. So I mean, it will dry out in some places. So you just gotta keep flipping it. All right. Here again, man, you can really tell the difference. All right, I am excited to see the difference between the bumper sides, because if that on the side of the car was that much of a difference, I'm looking forward to seeing this. So I know I'm out of the shot right now, but I'm beginning on the trim over here. We'll bring it around and around. Oh yeah, you can definitely see a difference in this. Holy crap. I did not think this trim was this faded, but man, you can really tell a difference in this. I thought Mom was just wanting it done just to have it protected and stuff like that, but I mean, just look at this. We're gonna do the wiper blade too, because look at the difference in this. Much better. Alrighty, well, this is the quote-unquote finished product. We have to let this thing cure overnight. I believe a storm's coming tonight, so we'll just park it in here. We'll let it sit in the dry and cure up. And I believe the actual cure time is like 2 hours, but I mean, you know, it's gonna storm, so I might as well pull it in the garage anyway. So yeah, thing looks good, shiny. I'm happy with how this thing turned out. And with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end things off here and go inside and shower because I am soaked. It's been so hot today, but yeah, next time we should have the truck in here beginning that project. I'm excited about that. We should also have the Evo back here soon. The guys at the shop are doing their thing with that, and it should be back here soon. Very, very excited about that. And yeah, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it very much as always. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about Trim Coat, if you guys have used Trim Coat. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.